said about him just trying to hit somebody. One play that came to mind, one of your best plays against Florida, the 99-yard interception to the house against Florida. You can see Sean trailing back to run and just hit somebody. I think you were about to take it to the house, but he still went back, go and knock somebody out. But let me ask you about that play. What's going through your mind? Florida's driving, they're about to score. You end up picking off Rex Grossman and take it to the house. What's going through your mind before the play, during the play, and then what's the feeling afterwards?
Yeah, it's funny because I was just speaking with somebody about this game because I always get asked about the game, of course, because people say, the 99-yarder. But the thing is that the score isn't indicative of how competitive the game was. They were going down to score. That game was 27-16, and if they get that score and it's 27-23, which makes it a different game. The thing I can remember the most about before that play, I think it was a timeout, maybe a play or the play before or two plays before. We were gassed. They were driving, and I remember McDougal saying, "All right, that's it. Somebody got to make a play. Somebody got to make a play. We got to get off the field." And it just happened to be me. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, I didn't do nothing special. That was my job. It was in that. That's not a play that any of the safeties, any of the corners we had couldn't make. It just so happened that I was playing there and I was doing my job. Looking back at the play, it's very easy to read. Rex didn't even look to my side. And I was guarding their tight end who was supposed to be good. But as I see, they run. I think Jacobs out wide at the top of the screen, and he kind of got doubled, but not on purpose. And then the other receiver was cutting in, and the tight end on my side wasn't doing nothing. He kind of just jogged off the line. And when he jogged off the line, I knew it wasn't going to him, so I stopped looking at him. I see Rex kind of getting pressured, and he threw the ball up. And then, I had hurt my shoulder early in the game on a stupid play, trying to hit a guy that was bigger than me. And I just really didn't have the lift of my arms to get up. That's where the ball got patted in the air, come down. We were always taught, from the time I got to UM, even when I was in high school, you get the ball in your hands, you're trying to score. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to take a knee. I'm not trying to wait for the offense to come out. We on offense now. Mostly everybody that played DB during those years had played offense before, myself included. So once I caught the ball and I got past Rex, I mean, you can jog the rest of the way. Nobody else is gonna, nobody's catching me. And then it's like 7 of my guys running with me, which, that's what I remember the most about it is that, that we were together, and I knew that was going to break the back, not because it was me, but because we had said, hey, we need to make a play. We need to get off the field. We tired. We was tired. It was a dog fight. That was a good Florida team, that we played that day. And they had a lot of great athletes, a lot of great players, a lot of guys that I know as friends now. But it was great to be able to make that play. But I mean, any of the DBs at UM during that time would have been able to make that play. Would have got to the end zone a lot faster than I did too, by the way. But I did get the chance to savor in that moment of going into the end zone with my teammates, and then celebrating with my teammates on the sideline, which was like the best feeling.